You're trying to buy a home, but you gotta sell yours first, and it's starting to feel like a game of chicken. But here's the deal. Listing your house first is the power move that you have to make. Today we're going to talk about why this gives you leverage, works in any market, and what to do if your house sells before you find your next one. Buying and selling can feel overwhelming, but listing your home first is the smart move when buying contingent because it puts you in the driver's seat. Picture this. You're a seller. Someone makes you an offer. Great. But it's contingent on them selling their house first, and their house isn't even on the market. Feels really risky, right? Well, guess what? All sellers feel the exact same way. If your home isn't listed, then your contingency is super weak. But when your house is already on the market, or better yet, under contract, you're showing the seller that you are serious and that this deal is already in motion. It's like walking into a poker game with a winning hand instead of a blank slate. But Adam, doesn't it depend on the kind of market that we're in? Well, no. Whether we're in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or somewhere in between, listing first still puts you in control. In a seller's market, homes sell quickly, so you gotta be ready to jump when you find the perfect place. By listing your home first, you're showing sellers that you're serious and that your sale is already moving forward. The bottom line for this is it doesn't matter about market conditions, it's about positioning yourself as the most qualified buyer. And then finally, the thing that I hear the most, Adam, what if my house sells before I find my next one? I don't want to be homeless. Well, first of all, if your house gets under contract, congrats. You got a ton of options. Number one is temporary housing, which means you can stay with family, do an Airbnb, maybe a month-to-month rental, because you will have already received your proceeds from your sale, so you just subtract from that for a couple months while you are looking for your next house. Another option is just to extend closing. Usually this is only made for 15 to 45 days. Any longer than that, most lenders don't like that. But my favorite option is a rent-back agreement. You sell your house and then lease it back from the buyers for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, whatever they're willing to do, because it gives you the cash on hand, you don't have to move, and you have breathing room now to find your new place. Let's quickly talk about the flip side. Let's say you want to wait to list your home until you find the new one. Well, doing this actually significantly hurts your chances. You have less negotiating power, and especially in a competitive market, you're probably going to miss out on your dream house altogether. But when we list first, we are creating opportunities. We're not closing doors. You're going to be ready to make strong offers and move quickly when the right home pops up. Here's the thing, when we plan ahead, we make this transition as smooth as possible. Selling first is not the end of the road. It's not going to make you homeless. It's the beginning of your next chapter. So if you're thinking about buying and selling at the same time and you are contingent, don't let fear hold you back. Let's list your home first because it's the key to making everything work. If you're ready to start this process, or maybe you just have questions, let's talk, because I'm here to guide you every step of the way and answer all of your questions. Subscribe for more tips, and as always, I will see you at the closing table.